now we've had the opportunity to work with the people at Two Trees Incorporated to set up a geodesic dome from the Natural Spaces building company. And this dome is very perfect for our landscape and our weather systems here. It's been proven to withstand tornado force winds, and with the insulation that we're going to be putting into it, we're going to be able to handle our harsh cold winter climates. We're hoping that this will be something that's really good. We're setting this up as our community structure, and the way that our community will be set up is that this will be the central space for the entire community. People will have different styles and different domiciles that they'll be doing their own personal life in, but this will be a classroom, this will be a meeting place, this will be a gathering place for good times and for bad times. And so we will be that's what we hope that this space will be.
So the geodesic dome that has been donated to us will serve as a community center that will be for complete wellness of the people. And when I say the people, I mean all people who are willing to come and pray with us and be with us. It will be a ceremony house. It will be a place where we can learn to cook, prepare, and even store traditional foods to combat the diabetes epidemic. So when we think about wellness, we have to think about a whole person, which means we have to think, if you picture the medicine wheel, which of course is round, we have to think about it in terms of the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual wellness of a person. And that structure is going to contribute to all of that. It being round already will begin to contribute to the spiritual and emotional wellness of the people, and even the mental wellness of the people, because a round structure is just a lot more calm. It's a lot more conducive to the ceremonies that we have to and that we need to conduct. It's just such a fantastic gift. We're so excited, and I can't wait to see how it starts to spread. Once other people see how we're able to use it in such a good way, I feel like they'll be excited to set them up also. Currently, we have about 3 different Tioshbayes, or extended families, that are working on setting up the exact same type of model sustainable community. This is just, especially since the Standing Rock camps closed, this is something that's on everyone's radar. Everyone saw that we really can live in a better way, in a way that's closer to Mother Earth, and they're ready for it. They're excited for it. And so we have friends all over Cheyenne River in these different Tioshbayes who, once we get this set up here, they want to look at our successes, but also our failures, and learn how to adapt that for their own locations. We also have a lot of people up on the Standing Rock Reservation, just who we share a border with just to the north, who are also really interested in this, and even using these types of structures, these geodesic domes, as their homes, because what we currently have as far as HUD houses, we just call it tribal housing, is so unbelievably lacking in so many ways. It does not contribute to your mental, emotional, or spiritual health, and it certainly physically takes a toll. I remember I tell lots of stories about how difficult HUD houses are to live in, but my husband actually was doing some repairs in his mother's house, trying to make it a little more energy efficient, and he took the plate off of the electrical outlet and was able to see outside. There was a huge gap, probably half-inch gap, between the electrical outlet mechanism and the wall, and there was no insulation or anything, and that's just one tiny example of how inadequate those structures are. And so it's our hope that we can have structures that really do meet all of those needs, that are energy efficient, cost effective, but that also nourish us as Indigenous people. So I spent the last year as the head of the Medic and Healer Council. And the Medic and Healer Council is the organization, the group of people who were responsible for the health and wellness and healing of the people in the Standing Rock camps near Cannonball, North Dakota. And so I lived in camp for a year, sometimes in a teepee and sometimes in a Mongolian ger. And I coordinated these medical services. Sometimes, we had injuries from rubber bullets. We had injuries from beanbag rounds. We had hundreds upon hundreds of people with injuries from pepper spray and tear gas, concussion grenades. We had people with injuries from dog attacks, and just it was just we had people who were severely hypothermic due to being sprayed by water cannons in sub-freezing temperatures. It was a really insane situation, something that I still think about a lot, and even have nightmares about quite often. But something that I kept asking myself throughout that entire experience, and something I think that most of us in camp thought about, was when these camps are gone, when the people are gone, what is going to be left for the people who are still here? Very often what happens is, and when we actually saw it down in Wounded Knee back in the 1970s, all of this attention, all of these people, the people had to leave, and the community was left reeling and trying to recover from all of that. And so we thought about that very early on. And something that we have created that we're really proud of is the Mini-Wee-Choni Clinic. And the Mini-Wee-Choni Clinic is a fully integrative medical clinic that focuses on decolonized medicine that's going to be located in Fort Yates, North Dakota. And we are actually looking at geodesic domes for that structure.